We are on our way to hang out with some friends. Babies are up. Scooper, I think he might, yeah, his iPad. He wants out for sure. Sky wasn't sleeping, but Rain was the whole time, and now they're both just like ready to get fed. I'm sure they're done with the seed. Got my drink in hand, and babies are chilling. Look at Rain sitting up. One. Hi. Two. Scooper's playing, and we are cooking up a storm. Let's try not to burn them, okay? They're Wagyu. Here we got the Wagyus. Let's see how it tastes. Yeah, and then veggies. Bon appetit. Should I slice it in small pieces or what?
Oh, this is the filet mignon we were talking about, right?
I think it's filet, yeah.
Filet or medallion?
Medallion or something like that. I'm not sure. I just found it in the refrigerator and defrost it.
I can't see.
I did frost it outside, and Brian was like, "What are you doing? You can't do that to the meat. You have to put it in the refrigerator."
Oh, okay.
You're supposed to bring it to room temperature right before you cook. Not last
You were
night.
traveling down here.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what
Last night she put on counter. I was like, no, not there.
Don't do
Oh,
that.
so you're the steak connoisseur, huh, Brian?
He is not me. I don't do steak.
I like
I do
steak.
the fish more. Go ahead. Stopping by Bear Flag to get some fish, poke. Only get the tuna. I don't really like the salmon. It smells. But they have really cute decor here. Whoa. Here we got poke, tuna. To go. Early morning, rise and shine. These two cats, I swear, they're always in this area. It's so annoying. Okay, let's go. 4:20 at the airport. I did not sleep at all. Zoich. Rise and shine. See, I love this airport because look right there. Enter and you're in. Straight to security. Let's go. First class, baby. 1E. It's a lot of room that I don't need. It gets real cold. There's a circus at this airport in Denver. To stop by to check out this or share this flag with you guys. Slowing down, but it was crazy earlier. A connecting flight onwards to Kansas. We're here in Kansas City, ready to rock and roll. Here we are at Harrahs Casino Grand Entrance. Checking in the hotel room. Yes. Some hotels don't have a full-length mirror, so I can't really check myself. See if something's hanging out improperly, etc. Toilets in here. The usuals. King bed. So I like to kind of keep this warm, like this room at a really warm temperature because I don't want to get cold, and most of the time people like leave it really cold. That's our view. So let's see. See this closet. Storage. Here it is. I'm gonna go with power. And then Keep it going, keep it going. Oh my god. I just try to go as much as it can go. And I'm good. Okay, makeup check. On. I went light today. Don't want to do too crazy because you show up and it's in the dark. Can't really see my work. But yeah, no glitter. Keep it simple. Hopefully everything checks out. Eesh. Alright, let's go. Here is the event center, and I am waiting for whoever is supposed to pick me up and or take me inside. Outside checking out this menu. I am near the stage right now. The show's about to start. Dance floor, bar, etc. This is my seat right here. Okay, we are starting. Audience is somewhat in, a little late, but it's okay. I'm gonna set my camera here. Xin quý vị cho một tràng vỗ tay cho MC Ali Hoàng.
Ali Hoàng xin kính chào quý vị, đại diện for GMA Entertainment và Harrahs Casino. Chúc quý vị một mùa lễ độc lập thật là vui vẻ, và tối nay quý vị nhất định phải thắng nha. Đánh đâu thắng đó đem về nhiều tiền, ok? Oh yeah, let me hear you say yeah. Oh yeah. Và mở đầu chương trình, xin quý vị cho một tràng pháo tay thật lớn nữ ca sĩ Anh Minh.
Thank you. Hello, Kansas. Hôm nay quý vị có khỏe không? How you guys doing today? Thank you. All right, so thank you so much for coming out today. Mình xin kính chào tất cả quý vị đã có mặt hôm nay và xin chúc quý vị sẽ có một đêm văn nghệ thật là vui nhộn. Và nếu quý vị có đánh bài thì quý vị sẽ gặp nhiều may mắn nha. Also, happy 4th of July, everybody! All right, let's make some noise, Kansas. Here we go. Bài đầu tiên mình sẽ gửi đến bạn tên Tình yêu tuyệt vời.
Thôi lên phòng nghỉ.
I finished my first set and now I'm gonna munch. Have some spring rolls. Gotta take out the noodles though. And then go back for my second set once I'm done in about an hour or so. Look at all those carbs. Yeesh. Alright, so I just ate my spring rolls and settled down for maybe a good 45 minutes. And now I'm back dressed to go out for the second set. So let's do this. One more show and we can go back here and rest and get ready to go home to my boys. I've been watching them on my phone. Brian's been letting them cry for like hours. I feel so bad. So I'm kind of like, just don't watch them at all. Just don't. You're gonna go crazy.
Và để rồi, hát cái này lẹ và em chạy lên được làm tóc cho em như thế này. Và để rồi, ôi bà này là những niềm đau, hay bà áo đỏ này là ngọc ngà trắng sao. Ôi bà này là con dao, là tim em, tim em, tim em nhỏ. Buổi chiều đi ăn đồ Thái chua chua cay cay.
Our dressing room area. This is where they give you food. Bánh xèo. This is a lot of carbs. Not gonna do it. Just can't. Ay, ay, ay. And then spring rolls. This is where we're based. We got some drinks. And fruits. Here. Second set is done. Back in my hotel room. I got myself some soup, pho broth, beef broth, right here. Put in sriracha, a little shortage these days. And what is this? Can't remember. Jalapenos and salt and pepper shrimp. They're huge. So I'm literally watching my baby, Ryan, be put down. Trying to train him to sleep by himself because he's getting older and I think it's better, you know, a little tough love and whatnot, and he'll get used to it. I'm just annoyed because my husband, he didn't do that in the beginning. Actually, we trained him in the beginning and he messed it up, and that's why he's always wanting us to sleep with him. But now we're trying to be serious and be like, hey, we gotta really like train him to be independent. Especially when he has work and I have work and we don't have time to like, you know, lay down with him for 40 minutes before he falls asleep. Like if we lay down with him, he'll take 40 to an hour. But if he goes by himself, he cries for maybe, I don't know, 5 minutes. Today, only like 3, and he's good. So, look, he just went down. So I'm happy about that. I wasn't gonna eat, but I thought to myself, I need a break. I need to take it easy, have a drink, get some in my system to get some energy, because when I get back tomorrow, it's gonna be run time again. I only asked them for the broth because I don't want the noodles and the carbs is too much. And so I just have the broth, which will just satisfy my cravings for now. And yeah, Mama needs a break. Definitely take care of myself so I can take care of the kids. Watching them on the camera kind of makes me anxious because Brian does let them cry out a lot. I don't know how he does it, but he does. And they were supposed to be down, like the babies were supposed to be down around 7:30, but he just put them down now around like 8, 9. So I'm like, always messing up the schedule. But we're kind of annoyed with each other right now because yesterday when we went to a friend's house and hung out all day, you know, I was kind of tired myself because we partied and drank the night before with my friends Lisa and Kimmy and Cindy, and so I was really exhausted. And then Brian was exhausted since forever. I mean, he's been sick, and I was really like kind of running the show alone, you know, with the kids. There are spurts where he helps me, but most of the time he's just kind of like, I got work, or I'm sick, I'm tired. Came home from the friend's house at the beach, and he just knocked out at 7 p.m. I'm like, dude, kids need to get, like, there's 3 of them. You gotta feed them with me so they can go down quick so we can both go down. But he just crashed at 7, and he didn't wake him until like 8 in the morning. I already had left for the airport around like 4 a.m. And so I was like really annoyed that he just kind of left me hanging. He was like, I'm so sick, I have a massive headache. And I was like, well, you know, doesn't mean that you don't have kids, you know? And it just bothers me because it's like, you have duties to be a father, but when he has his job or whatever for his brother, then he's like ready to work no matter what state he's in. Like if he's sick or whatever, he just still does it. But the kids, it's like he knows, like, I'm gonna do it, so he just does it. But then I'm kind of like, dude, I need you to help me take on the other kid, especially when they're crying. If they're not crying, then I'm okay. When they're crying, it bothers me. If he holds a bottle, I hold a bottle, we get it done double time, and we put Scooper down, and it's like good. But I had to take care of both babies, and then Scooper afterwards, and then laundry, wash, and all while I'm really tired, and he's just laying there knocked out, and I'm kind of like, anyways, I didn't call him today, because I'm really annoyed. I'm gonna take a breather, have a bottle, and just relax. My flight is earlier because I changed it to go home earlier. Otherwise, I would go home around like 9 p.m. But now I'm going home around noon just because I feel bad for him. I want to help him with the kids. But I don't think he feels bad for me when I take care of the kids. It's like, yeah, she got it, she's fine. But then his brother and his employees, over 30-year-old, he's there to take care of him. I don't get it. It was annoying. So I just kind of like get a breather. Today is my cheat day, basically. Kids down. And you know what? He's always sick because he works so much for this company and does like these contracts or whatever, and then he doesn't sleep, exhausts himself, and he gets sick, and then I get sick, and Scoop gets sick, and everybody gets sick, and it's like a whole situation that lasts forever. he's gotten sick at least, I don't know, a million times this year. Just because he's just up late, working hard, trying to secure that money back for his family. And that's not my family, that's not me. And, you know? So annoyed. And I know he feels the pain because when I'm gone at a show, and it's just the three of them, he's in pain. I know it for sure. I can see in his face when I watch him in the camera. I'm like, okay, so now you get a piece of what I feel like every day. Anyways, just gonna try to chill out. The weekend is 4th of July, so I might even drink a little bit to celebrate, but get back on my diet. I ran into some lady downstairs. She was at the restaurant eating as well. And then she's like, oh my God, hi, I'm Minnie. And I was like, oh, hi. She's like, oh, did you just give birth? Because I'm just wondering. And I was like, yeah, I did. And she's like, how many kids? And I was like, well, my oldest is almost 3, and my twins are around 8 months. And she's like, you had twins? I was like, yeah, I did. And she was like, oh my God, no wonder. I was looking at her body. I was like, her body used to be so like in shape, but it's kind of like off now. And I was like, and she's like, not that it's bad, but you know, now we understand. I was like, okay, but it's not like it's bad, but it's just, she's trying to like make me feel better after she just told me my body sucked. But yeah, I get it. And she's like, không sao, em nó đàn bà vậy thôi, tới một lúc mà mình sinh ra mình phải chịu là cái hy sinh, you know, mình đẻ ra con. I was like, I know, I understand. I guess she just didn't know I had twins, and so she in her head was thinking, man, her body's messed up. But anyway, it made me feel bad, and now I'm here eating more. But I'll get back to my weight. I've made it to 105, and then I ate so much because the parties and events here and there. I reached 108, back to 108. So now I want to get back to my diet and get back to like 100 at least. I'm just so like out of it. But I think that when I'm home and I'm not really doing much like event-wise, then I can get down to that weight. It's just a little struggle when there's always something going on. And you know what? Asian food is hard to lose weight too, because you know, it's so good. Like we have phở, we have bún riêu, we have cơm tấm, we have bún bò Huế, and we have mì, and we have bánh canh, and you know, just so many, like bánh xèo, tùm lum. And I was like, oh my God. I tried to stay away from carbs today, but I lost. So, you know, a lot of carbs in Vietnamese cuisine. Alright, let's finish up the food and go to sleep. I'm so tired. Let's try to lose some weight when I get back home. It's not cute. Alright guys, thanks for coming out today. This is like a breather for me, just to come out and like sing and just have it to myself. I do want to go home and stay with my kids, that's for sure. But there are moments where I feel like I don't think it would be as bad if I felt like my husband was not like expecting it all from me. And I know he has a job and he has other things to do, but you know, it gets to a point when his job ends and then, you know, the kids continue for me. It's more than 24 hours, more than 48, 70, I don't know, it's like 24/7, you know? So, he is very helpful at night. He has a night shift for the most part. Maybe I could be slightly delusional because I feel like maybe I'm going through a little bit of postpartum, because I only see when he doesn't help me. And then when he does help me, I don't really give him recognition. I guess you'd say that. But at the same time, I feel like he doesn't lend a hand when I'm like in desperate need. Like he'll lend a hand when I'm like, when I'm drunk and I can't help him. Or like when he's just chilling or talking to me, but when I'm like stressed with the 3 kids and he's doing things, and I don't know, it's just hard to explain. I should probably take a breather and maybe give him a break as well. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. I'm very on and off these days. And, yeah. Maybe his way of taking care of kids is different. His is like, let them cry, they'll be fine. Don't coddle them. We'll feed them a little late. No, it's no problem. Put them down a little late. It's not a problem. I'm like, but we need a schedule. We need a schedule. That drives me nuts when there's no schedule. This is stress eating. Stress eating while on vacation. Stress eating on my getaway. I was talking to some singers today. And they were saying that they're stressed too because now their parents are older and they have to take care of their parents, so it's really stressful. Being in the hospital, taking care of their parents, being at home. Even some of my friends, they're going through some sort of limbo in life where they feel like so alone and what's the point of life, and so dragged and burdened. And you know, a lot of people, you know, go through this, but I guess when you sit down and chit chat with each other, you kind of have more of a feeling where you empathize with them, and then you feel the same way. Because I've been through it as well. I had my parents, I had, you know, Brian's family, my family, and you know, it's stressful. And so now the singer is just like, for us to go out and sing is a getaway for us too. When we go home, take care of parents, night shift in the hospital, it's exhausting. And some families don't shift within each other, like they have siblings. They have siblings just live their own life. Like, you know, like I have like 5 sisters and 1 brother. And 5 girls in the family and 1 brother, and nobody's that helped my parents. It was just me. And I would have continued to help them, but you know, if you guys watch me, then you know my issue with my parents and how they continually hang out with toxic people that I don't condone in my life, and so they chose those people. Anyways, so a lot of times we gather together, and as we get older, our parents get older, and our family, you know, and it's quite stressful. Like, to be that person carrying the burden and carrying the weight for everyone. And I've been doing it since I was 18, but my singer friends are doing it now as they're in their late 50s, and their parents are like 80 something. My parents are like around 70 something. They're still doing okay. They've been doing okay. They still have their house. They still have renters there. They're doing all right. So I think having me was a bonus for the most part, and I do think about them sometimes because they're my parents, obviously. But I feel like I just gotta like stand strong for what is right. So unless there's a change, then there's nothing that I could really do. But yeah, when I get older, I don't think I want to burden my kids with such like responsibility. I'd rather just like figure out a way to take care of myself, or just I hope to die, you know, when it's necessary and when it's not, you know, bothering other people. And when I die, I don't think I want anyone I don't want a funeral. I just want to go off and just burn me or whatever. Just, you know, yeah, I don't want the whole shebang. Yeah, just thinking about life lately, and now that I have kids, it just makes me feel like time is of the essence. It's short. You don't have much with the kids. It's important for us to like spend time and give them a hug them a little longer, and kiss them. You know, the quality time, like, yeah. I don't think my husband gets that yet. He wanted that, which is weird because he wanted that in the first place. He's like, you know, life is about being able to give someone life, and if you can do that, it's like the greatest gift, and blah blah blah, and nothing else matters in life except family, your own, you know, like your own, like you make, not the one that he grew up with, his brother. And honestly, I don't mind he took care of his brother. It's just I feel like they're so ungrateful, and they take advantage of him like a lot. And so I feel like it's to a certain point. Like the other day, his brother was like complaining, like, oh, my chair is giving me backaches, and I was wondering if I can go return the chair from Costco and whatnot, because I did some research and I heard that you can return it without a box or whatever. I was like, why is he even telling you this? Like, the reason why he tells my husband this is because my husband will say, oh, you need a chair? Why don't you go buy yourself a Herman Miller chair and charge it on the credit card? Then I go, what? What is wrong with you? A Herman Miller chair costs around, I don't know, $2,000 to $3,000. And he's like, all of a sudden he's like, oh, put it on the credit card. And I was like, you pay him enough money, why can't he get his own chair? And why is he telling you this? If he knows that Costco has a rule where you can return it, he knows Costco's return policy. You looked it up. You said you looked it up, and now you're gonna ask my husband, because it's just, this is his way of trying to get things from Brian. This is his way of asking without asking. And then my husband just goes, yeah. I was like, what the heck? I told my husband, I was like, why didn't you discuss with me the situation? He was just like, I didn't think it was a big deal. I was like, what? I mean, to me it is like, if like I knew, I don't think I would have been okay with it. Why didn't you tell me? And he was like, well, I'm sorry, I didn't know. We'll talk to you. I'll let you know next time, whatever. And I was like, yeah, but if you wanted chairs, why can't you take the chairs from our house right now? The ones that we have, he's been using, he hasn't complained. Why don't you give him that? I don't like those chairs. Why don't you give it to him? He was like, I don't want to deal with it anymore. I guess I'm over it. I don't want to deal with chairs like anymore. And I was like, all of a sudden you just don't want to deal with it, but 2 hours ago you were ready to give him a chair, brand new, from Herman Miller, about $2,000-$3,000 a chair, but you can't buy your son a stroller for $1,000? Your sons, 2 of them, the twins, and Scooper. Battery's running out. Let me come back with this rant. Okay, I'm back. So basically what I'm trying to say is, his brother does this all the time. Oh, you know, I'm not sure, blah, 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 blah. And BK goes, oh, you know, you just do it this way and just charge the card. The other day, his other brother from Indonesia, actually he lives in Barcelona now, but he was like, hey, Brian, I just charged your card because it's an Apple ID family thing, and I bought a gift card for my friend, and it's going to be charged on your card. And Brian's like, oh, this is no big deal. It's a business expense. I was like, how is it a business expense if he charged our card to buy his friend a gift? I don't get it. Because last I knew, I don't even know if it was normal for me to buy a gift for someone. I have no idea. Like, I don't know this person, and how is it a business expense? And I was like, and why do they even have your credit card? Boggles my mind. He's like, oh, it's not a big deal. I was like, I know it's not a big deal. It's the principle. Why are they, you know, charging your card left and right? And why are we paying for it? I don't get it. And his older's even older than, his brother's even older than the brother that he brought over from Indonesia. I can't even deal. It's like he'll do all these things and he's okay with his brothers, but then when it comes to us, he's like, oh my god, it's so expensive. Oh my god, it's so expensive. I'm like, why are you so cheap with your own family, but you're not cheap with your brothers who are completely useless? Stressing. I have these moments where I just get so mad at him. And I know he's a nice person. I know he wants to take care of his family. I know he's trying to do the best. He feels guilty. It's called survivor's remorse, where he was able to stay here and his brothers weren't, because their mom took them back to Indonesia and he stayed back in India marrying me. So technically I'm the person that actually am helping. But his brother's like, well, telling his wife, thank me for the opportunity for you to come to the US. And I was like, thank you for God. I mean, Brian got you here, and Brian wasn't even allowed to stay here unless it was me. So what is your deal with telling her to thank you if you didn't do anything? Oh my God, I can't even go. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it the end of the rant and wash up. It's 11:43. I just want to say thank you for joining my journey, my frustrations, my thoughts, and I do appreciate all your support. And then for those who think Brian's bad, I mean, he's not. He's just too good for his own good, for our good. Yeah, I don't know. He's just too involved, and I know that he doesn't give me a hand because he knows that I'm a beast, that I can do it. But there are moments where I'm kind of like, I'm a little puppy. Help me. There's spurts where I'm like, help. And he's just like, she got it. She got it. It's one of those things like, if she got it, then she don't need help. Whereas his brother's always like, oh, well, I don't know this. Oh, well, I don't know that. But he got it too. It's just he says it, you know? And I'm more like, you know, kind of expecting it, but not really. And then I kind of get crazy later. Yeah, Brian's good. He's just annoying. And we do love each other. And I think we're just frustrated with certain things that we don't agree on, like finances for family or like duties. Like he's busy with certain things, or he thinks that it's more important because he's trying to get money for the family, and I'm like, we don't need that kind of money because it's just taking away from family time. And you're sick, you drag us all down. So yeah. Okay, take a breather. Mama's day off. Come back to my family tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for coming out. The show was good. First show was not so good because it was empty. 200 people. Second show was about 400. But they were more open to dancing for the second show, and so that was a little bit more exciting to see. I felt like the audio for the first show was better, but I could be wrong, I don't know. But I kind of felt like I was off or flat, or something was off in the second show, so yeah. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. Bye guys, thanks for watching.